Okay, in this part of the video, I was picking up the trash that was in the park near my home. Like, for example, in this part, I was picking up papers and a coffee cup, and you will see in this video that I was picking up two like hot dog containers, potato chip bags, a lot of bottles. I got to a bottle of wine that is strange, but I pick it up. And in here, I'm going to explain the types of pollution that was there. For example, first, the plastic pollution that is caused, as its name suggests, by the plastic accumulation that was in the environment, in the park, in this occasion. As the plastic is a non-biodegradable substance that is extremely harmful to all the life of Earth, for example, to the animals, because they destroy the plastic can affect their life, killing them too, and to the marine ecosystems. Then we have second one, the visual pollution. That is when, because I went to the park, I was very surprised that there was a lot of garbage, and it was not good to see the park like that. So we had to make something if we want to change this and save our world, because it was very disappointing to see that the park that was near my home was with a big quantity of trash. But then finally, I have to say that there's another type of pollution that is called littering, that it includes all the things that are discarded by us, that are the humans, after we use it. Like, for example, the bottles, the glass of the bottle of wine that I pick up there, the bottles like of water bottles, Coca-Cola bottles, etc., batteries, and a lot of things more. And these are included because when they get to the soil or water bodies, they can cause soil contamination and water pollution. So there are very types, quantity of types of pollution.
I think that the sources of pollution in the parks not are a lot. Probably the first source of pollution in the parks are the persons that don't put the trash in the correct place or probably throw things into the stream. Also sometimes people who work with materials or dirty waters prefer to throw them into the streams, contaminating the water that passes there. Finally, people who do not collect the feces of their dogs, generating infections or bacteria for the other people that are in the parks.
Our solutions to this problem is that we're going to make the people conscious about the problem by talks and conferences about the environmental footprint, because making this we can make the people make conscious and make them to start thinking about the consequences of the phenomena and how we can prevent it and evite the large, medium and short terms. Another solution in this problem by giving conferences and talks about the environmental footprint is that we give information to the people and make them to keep them and give the information of this phenomena and evite causes of the environmental footprint and other phenomena like greenhouse effects
And
global warming.
as you can see in the video, I am cleaning the park that is near my home, and there is a lot of trash that people drop when they go to the park and walk. As you can see, I'm cleaning the park, and there is a lot of trash, like it could be plastic bats, plastic plates, yeah, also some plastic bottles. So, my team and I carry out some new ideas or solutions to get to this problem. That it could be win yourself of disposable plastics. This means get out the plastic out of your life, because the plastic is the most contaminant of the world. Stop boiling water. Each year, close to 20 billion plastic bottles are tossed in the trash. So this means that there is a lot of water that is used in plastic bottles. The third one is the boycott microbeads. Those little plastic scrubbers found in so many beauty products, facial scrubs, toothpaste, body washes might look harmless, but their tiny size allows them to slip through water. The other solution is to cook more. Not only it is healthier, but making you Making your own meal doesn't involve takeout containers or doggy bags. Another solution is recycle. It seems obvious, but we are not doing a great job of it. For example, less than 40% of plastic packaging is recycled. Confused about what can and cannot go in the bin? Check out the number of the bottom of the container. Most beverage and liquid cleaner bottles will be the number one. This means the best. First solution is buy in bulk. Single serving yogurts, tiny packages of nuts. Consider the product to packaging ratio of items. You tend to buy often and select a bigger container instead of buying several smaller ones over time. Another one is the bring your own garbage bag to the dry cleaner. Invest in a zipper fabric bag and request that your clean items be returned in it. And another solution is put pressure on manufacturers. True, we can make a difference through our own habits. Corporations obviously have a much bigger footprint. And as you can see, I put the trash in the trash can.
The most common problem here in Monterrey is the garbage, the pollution. But to stop this problem, we need to start recycling. Recycling is the process of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be thrown away as trash and turning them into new products. Recycling can benefit your community and the environment. Some benefits of recycling can be reduces the amount of waste sent to landfills and incinerators, conserves natural resources such as timber, water, and minerals, increases economic security by tapping a domestic source of materials, prevents pollution by reducing the need to collect new raw materials, also saves energy. Uh, recycling has many benefits and will help to conserve our planet in a better way.
Balance is a fundamental rule for every living being. The life of many of millions of species depends on the balance they keep on their own organisms called homeostasis and the balance they keep in their own ecosystems called niche. This niche that every animal keeps in their ecosystem or environment is the role each of these animals play to to contribute to the balance of their ecosystem. A food chain, on the other hand, is the feeding connection between organisms in an ecosystem. For example, birds of prey eat rodents, which eat insects, that in turn eat plants. In addition to affecting humans, pollution impacts wildlife all around the world, for example, the polar bears in the Arctic to the fish in a local watershed. If pollution affects one animal, it's bound to affect the plant and animal species that interact with it. So whenever any of these animals that interact with any of the other animals are affected by the pollution, the deaths of those animals impact the diversity of an ecosystem. For example, if pollution kills natural forest decomposers like bacteria and fungus, the ecosystem might lack the means to break down organic materials on the forest floor. If the organic material doesn't decompose, the soil might not receive the nutrients it needs to encourage the growth of plants on which herbivores and omnivores depend. Even the love of an insect can disrupt an entire food web. For example, everyone has seen the movie Bee. In this movie, when the bee stops doing its job of pollinizing flowers and many other types of plants, there's a mass decrease of the pollination, and therefore there's a mass decrease of the plants themselves, affecting in every way the environment, the no not the environment, the world in which they live. It is for all these reasons that pollution is a huge problem that must be stopped immediately, because it affects every living being living on this world, and it affects the balance that we have kept naturally for ourselves in all these years. Be careful wherever you throw your garbage.